I'm Chris, and I like to think I'm athletic. When I was in school, I used to play any and every sport I could. Joined the football team, the swimming team, even tried out basketball for a little bit. And I owe the passion that I have for sport to my parents. They encouraged me to find a sport that I enjoyed and to pursue it to the best of my abilities. It meant that I rebounded a lot between different sports, but it also helped me find my passion for football when I was younger. My dad has always spoken really fondly about how he remembers my mom playing netball and hockey. Her ferocity on the field and her passion among many of the things that he fell in love with. Lots of her friends would echo the same sentiment when I'd visit them in Singapore. They'd mention how passionately she'd play the sport and how no one would dare go up against her in defense because of how aggressive they knew she was going to play. This sort of camaraderie is special to team sports, where strong bonds between teammates are built through tough trainings and through struggling together in matches or games. When you travel together, these shared memories are created and strong bonds are tested. And through those strong bonds, you make lifelong friends. In contrast, my dad never really spoke much about his own team's sporting achievements. He would occasionally mention playing cricket and the fun stories surrounding the sport when he was little, but his eyes really only lit up when talking about the many marathons he'd run and the preparation he'd put into them. I vaguely remember the first time me and my little sister had been into the United States. We'd rubbed the sleep out of our eyes, waving goodbye to my dad at the hotel in New York, completely unaware of the fact that he'd be running 42.2 kilometers in the freezing cold and rain for the next few hours. Collections of trophies and medals are hung out throughout our house. Jumbled accomplishments of my sister's dance performances, my mom's netball trophies, my swimming medals, and my dad's marathon medals. But the one thing I'd always admired the most is this framed singlet that my dad has that he wore for his marathons. While I was intrigued about it at first because of Mr. Tickles on the front, as I've grown older, the symbol of what the marathon singlet represents is more so what moves me. The determination, the perseverance, and the grit you have to have, among other things, as like basic necessities to complete a marathon, and the respect that I have for my dad for completing not one, but so many, while only starting in his 40s is unfathomable. So why this long backstory? Well, I always hated running. When I was playing football, we would only use running as a means of punishment. We'd mess up, we'd run laps. And as a very extremely goal-oriented person, it didn't make much sense to me. Since leaving home for the army in 2020, moving to the Netherlands for uni in 2022, and picking up volleyball as a new sport last year, I thought I was relatively fit. Well, for my 22nd birthday, I got my very first pair of running shoes, the Brooks Ghost Maxes, with the aim to complete a 16K, a local 10-miler that we have in the city. The race was in 3 months. I didn't train during summer. I ran a 5K here or there, and before I knew it, it was a month till race day. So I came up with a plan, or more accurately, ChatGPT did. I stuck to the first week, but with my horrible uni student diet, consisting of only pasta and chicken, I got sick. 2 weeks later, I walked up to the starting line with a total of 20 kilometers in preparation for the 16K race, with my longest ever distance run being 10K. Not a very good start. Well, I completed the race, but with a time of 1:34:13 and an average pace of 5:51 per kilometer, I didn't feel very proud. Not a bad effort for no training, but it gave me a huge hunger to run faster. Fast forwarding to now, I've been running 3 to 4 times a week, mixing up intervals, tempo runs, easy runs, and long runs. So this is a documentation of my training, leading up to the same 10-mile race in September. But this time, I'm actually going to stick to my training plan. With the help of my dad's marathoning knowledge, AI, and a deep dive into the internet, I've come up with my own personal training plan to try and help shave off minutes from my time. So the aim is to try and get a 125, or sub 125, which is about a 9-minute improvement, which should be really achievable if I put my mind to it and I train hard. Enough being said, let's get on with the training. It is June 17th, 10 a.m. Sun's out. I have to go to the track to do some interval training, get changed, see you there. Just arrived at the track. It is scorching hot. Let's run some intervals. First interval and the warm-up done at a 4:30 pace. It's a little ahead schedule, but so I just double-checked my training schedule. It did say 5 by 800, not 6. So I'm doing my cool down now instead of the last rep. Not a bad workout. It's very, very hot. So I'm gonna get home, refuel, hit some electrolytes. Just do a quick fit check before we head out. Got the CLA Athletics hat, Apple Watch SE2, got the 247 oversized training tee on the top with a GRM heart rate monitor, Nike Strides on the bottoms with Nike socks, and the Zoomfly 6s on feet. And that's it. Good morning. It is 10:30, Thursday the 19th. I've got a tempo run program today. Plan is 1K warm up, 7K work, 1K cool down. 5:15 per K pace, so it's doable. Last week's tempo run was supposed to be 6.5K. I was sick, so I only did 4 before I needed to throw up. I'm gonna quickly crush a banana, have some electrolytes, and then hit the road. Fit check before I head out. 247 training tights. I picked them up the last drop they had, or their vault drop. 2 of the 247 training tees. I'm gonna be wearing the CLA Athletics cap, and then for shoes I'm gonna be wearing the Zoomfly 6s. I use these for my tempo and interval runs. They are amazing. I got them like 2 weeks ago, last week. Phenomenal. Chuck these on and then we'll get out the door. I'm just doing the 1K warm up now. Calves feeling a little tight from beach volleyball yesterday. But yeah, I think going at about a 6:30 pace. All right, warm-up K done. But yeah, just working on my breathing and keeping a good rhythm. First K down at a 5:16 pace. So good start to the run. Feeling good. 2K done. Legs feeling much better now. Just working on controlling my breathing. The split was 5:18. Still need to pick up the pace a little bit to stay on that 5:15 pace. But it should be okay. 3K done. Average pace was 5:11. So slowly going down. All right, 4K done. Average pace 5:08. So feeling good. 3K left. 5K done. 5:03 pace. Ramping it up. Should be able to finish strong here. 6K done. 5:05 pace. Last K, we'll try and push for a 5-minute pace. All right, last K done. All 7 complete. The last split was 4:42. So a good like sprint-ish to end it off. Gonna do like a short 1K cool down now, just to flush the legs out a little bit. But a good run. I mean, a week back from being sick, so feels good to go out and push again. All right, 7K done. Average pace was about 5:04 per kilometer. I'll chuck the stats up here. My legs feel pretty good. My knees have been straining a little bit harder with my calves ever since I got these Zoom Fly 6s, but as I've been running in them, as they're starting to break in, they're feeling a lot better, and I think my legs are getting used to running in them as well, which I think is the bigger thing. Just got some grapes as like a healthy snack. I'm also gonna chuck in some creatine and electrolytes for like calcium and some other vitamins into some water. Because I used to be drinking like lots of fizzy drinks and stuff, but especially after a workout, this makes my body feel a lot better than to have like a Coke or a Sprite. Today is the 20th of June. It's the evening. I had work in the morning, so I'm gonna go for my run and the gym in a bit. Gym first, then run. I've got a back day and then an easy 6K zone 2 run. Should be a pretty chill run. Just flush out the legs, add some miles to the week. Looking forward to the back day. I'm gonna pack a bottle with some electrolytes to drink between the back day and the run, just to refuel, give me back some energy. But see you at the gym. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, won't you let the light shine through. Alright, just finished my workout. Got my electrolytes and water right here. Gonna go for like an easy zone 2 6K. Not really worrying about pace, more so just looking to keep the heart rate in zone 2. Alright, we're about 1K in. Really easy. I think last K was at 6:44 pace, so pretty doable. Just like a light jog, running through the city center. Lots of people around. It's nice and hot. Yeah. Alright, 2K done at like a 6:26 pace, so still pretty chill. Finished running through like the city now. Going through like bike alleys, back rows, just exploring. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, 3K done. The last split was 6:36. Just trying to keep my heart rate under 140. Yeah. 4th K down, running like a 6:40 pace. Yeah, legs feeling good. Zone 2, my favorite runs of the week. Taking a quick break for water. And last 1.5K to go. 5K done. 6:38 pace. One left. All right, 6K done. 6:36 pace for the last K. Yeah, feeling good. My zone 2s are finally getting like a little bit faster. I think my first week was like a 7-minute pace or more, just to keep under like my zone 3 heart rate of like 150. Now it's under 145 for most of the run at like a 6:30 pace or a little bit slower. So progress, slow but steady. I'll put the stats up for the run right here. The splits are pretty good. I think from next run onwards, I'll try and go for like a negative split. Gonna get back to the gym, stretch. Good workout, good run. See you guys for the long run Sunday. It is Sunday, the 22nd of June, 6 p.m. I had work this morning again, so it's a long run time. I think I have 15K program today, zone 2 pace, just to get the mileage up. Again, I'll take, I think, 1 gel with me for fuel like halfway. Yeah, get my stuff on. All right, just out the door. Yeah, just starting the long run. Should be pretty easy. I think later into my training plans, I'm gonna try to incorporate some marathon pacing into my long runs. But for now, I think it's more important just to build my aerobic base with some zone 2 running. Just took a quick stop at supermarket to pick up a gel for halfway. 5K done. 10K done. Top is off. It is so hot, but feeling good. Feeling really good. All right, 15K all done. Average pace was about 7 odd per K. I'll put the stats up here. Nice and easy way to end the week. My hip is feeling a bit off, but it's probably because of how I've been sleeping. But yeah, that's it for today. That's it for this week. See you guys next week.